I've been looking around like crazy for the last 2 days for my tank of mixed gasoline for my chainsaw because I knew I was almost out of gas. I wanted to try to get through this project before I had to go in and create a new tank and mix up a new thing of mixed gas for the chainsaw, and I couldn't make it. I went all the way out there, I went through one cut and ran out of gas. Luckily it's not that far, but still it's kind of annoying. So I came back a little frustrated, and I'm determined to find my mixed gas container because I know I have one that says mixed on it. And I couldn't remember why is it not with all my other gas tanks. They're in the shed, they're all lined up, nice and organized, which is rare, but I'm making a special effort to be better about stuff like that. Couldn't figure out why is it not there. And then I'm in there looking at the line of gas tanks, and it suddenly occurs to me, I remember why it's not here. And I turn around and it's behind me, and it's in a separate pile because this winter a squirrel or a mouse or some sort of mammal chewed a hole through my gas tank. It was up on the porch of my workshop and left it up there. Came out the next morning, there's a hole in it. So I put it in a separate pile to take to the dump, which is really annoying because this is plastic. I don't want to get rid of plastic. There should be no reason ever to get rid of this. It should last forever, unless, of course, a chipmunk or a squirrel or something randomly chews a hole in your gas tank. I also had this one next to it. The gas tank's fine, but another rodent, or maybe the same one, I don't know, chewed a hole in the nozzle of this one. So anyway, my mixed tank, says mixed all over it, is useless. I can't keep gas in this because it's unsafe. And this tank is fine, but this nozzle is not okay. So what I'm gonna do is just take this nozzle and throw it away. Unfortunately, plastic. Thanks, rodents. And take this nozzle that works. And this one, same thing. A rodent chewed this one, so the safety feature on this is gone. So I figure between these two, I should have a whole functioning gas tank when I'm finished. But I do have to throw away all this stuff. So I'm gonna save this ring, and these two other things are gonna get taken to the dump. I still am left with the situation where I need a new mixed gas tank. So I've filled this tank from a couple others that had a little bit in them, so now I could just go and refill those the next time I'm in town. But in the meantime, I have this one that's full. There. Well labeled, so I can't mess it up. I might still mess it up. So this rodents chewing through my gas tank thing is kind of interesting. I don't know how to think about it, because why would a rodent do that? I mean, I kind of understand the battles that we go through as gardeners. We're planting all of this food that's basically like a free smorgasbord for animals that are out here trying to survive off much less than we have to deal with. So I get that, you know, that there's animals that are going after our stuff, and it's a constant battle to keep our crops away from rodents and bugs and all kind of everything that's out here. But a gas tank? I mean, come on. There should be some things that we shouldn't have to compete with our animal brethren to keep whole, but I guess not. Anyway, it's really frustrating. It is what it is. It's a good lesson to keep my stuff inside, I guess. But now I have to throw away this big thing of plastic. But I guess on the other hand, I have one less thing around here to clutter the place up. But at any rate, now I've got my mixed gas back, and I can fill this up.
There are few things as rewarding as working with children and seeing them make connections and learn. Martin has taken a keen interest in the solar shower. I think he's fascinated with the idea that we'll be able to shower outside, and he cannot wait to try it. Also, I typically work on this project after the kids are asleep, putting in a few minutes here and there before full dark. He isn't very impressed with that trend, and was very interested in helping when he saw me at it this sunny weekend afternoon. One of the biggest challenges I face in parenting has nothing to do with my children, and everything to do with the way I was raised. Through personality tests like Myers-Briggs and StrengthsFinder, both of which I've taken in my professional life, I've confirmed what I already knew. To put it mildly, empathy is not my strongest trait. One manifestation of this is my subconscious expectation that everyone should understand without being told. In other words, use common sense. This is how my father is, and, unsurprisingly, I've developed the same subliminal mindset. The men in my family have a hard time being empathetic when what seems like the obvious outcome or consequence of an action occurs. Obviously, this makes no sense when it comes to children. Nobody is born with the experience to make the right choice all the time.
Our post has to go right in here, so we got to make this hole wider. I need the spade. This is a spade. Watch your toes. It's very dangerous to have no shoes on in a construction site.
Intellectually, at least while editing video footage in the quiet of my basement office, I understand this.
That's going to hurt your foot.
But it's challenging in the moment to overcome the traits you developed through years of conditioning at the hands of your parents.
There you go. I'd like to keep the gravel in the center if we can.
Hey, look, it's a caterpillar.
Where?
Right there.
5 minutes. Well, that's not correct.
That's a centipede.
That's not true.
Trying to get out of there.
I told Mars 3 times that walking around this project without shoes was dangerous. Then, when he stepped on a shovel, my overwhelming instincts kicked in.
You took out a bunch of... Oh.
You okay?
Yeah,
Remember how I said it's very dangerous to be around a construction site with no shoes on? Pay attention.
yeah.
That's exactly what I was talking about. You okay?
Oh, we found a centipede.
Oh.
I think I'm making progress. My father would not have told me more than once, if that. Baby steps. And, not that it should make any difference for my behavior, but Marty's a tough kid. He was fine after just a second.